After the crash, I wasn't sure what to do with myself. Even now, I haven't found my way forward. I keep going back to that place. These memories are all that's left. This Was For You is an interactive visual novel originally created for NaNoWriMo O 2019. A large number of logins have been detected at this location. Please confirm your name in order to listen to your voicemail. Yes, of course. Nano 2019. Authenticate.
Hey, it's me.
Hey.
I know I should be sleeping, but I'm too excited, you know?
Oh yeah, I know for sure.
Hope I didn't wake you up.
No, never.
What time is it over there again?
Pretty late.
Whatever you're doing, I hope it's going well.
Yeah, me too.
I think I've talked for long enough. See you tomorrow.
You have unread emails. Even now, I'm still replaying your voicemail. I'm not entirely sure why. Am I trying to honor your memory or punish myself? Maybe it's both. Sometimes I try and convince myself that I should stop, but then I find myself back here again. I must have played it at least 30 times by now. Not that I'm counting. Not that I want to, at least. There's nothing else to mark the passage of time, nothing else to think about. There's only you. God, that sounds so fucking sappy. Something more like what you'd said. Say, like insisting we promise to be friends forever, even when we're both grown adults. Way to break a promise, G. I really do miss you, you know. Well, I guess you wouldn't know, would you? Ugh. I keep my eyes shut tightly. Still, the sleep I desperately crave doesn't come. Even listening to the hum of the ceiling fan can't distract me. My thoughts are pervasive, waves of emotion constantly crashing into my subconscious. Rustle. Pushing my thin blanket aside, I prop myself up to a sitting position. Maybe I'll pour myself a glass of water at least. That will help, right? Oh. My hands manage to grip the mattress before I can fall. They say that your muscles begin to atrophy if you lie down for too long. I wonder if that's begun happening to me. Catching my breath, I attempt to stand again. My legs are shaky, but I keep my balance. Okay. One step at a time now. Carefully. I stumble my way to the other side of my apartment and get myself a cup of water. With glass in hand, I carefully make my way back to the bed. My throat welcomes the cool liquid. When was the last time I drank anything? Time no longer means anything to me. I just drift in and out of consciousness. Once I had a great sleep schedule. I'd be asleep for 12 and wake up at 8. Then I met you and I stayed up later and later until I was going to bed at 3 in the morning. I blame your personality. You were so confident, so full of energy. But, well, I'm nothing like that. I wrap myself up in my blanket again. Falling asleep feels as hopeless as it's always been. Maybe I should turn off the lights. I should, but with the lights on, I stare at the VR equipment sitting on my nightstand. When I look at the head sheet, all I can think of is you and the times we spent together. It hurts. It really hurts. Let me look at the emails real fast. Health Corps, do not reply. Best medicine for your depression. Dear friend, are you feeling a little blue? You don't have to feel this way. Kick those blues to the curb with our brand new product, Hixarine Gold Edition. Order today in bulk and receive a 15% discount. No thanks, Ashley. Hey, I'm in your area till about 3 p.m. today. Want to hang out for your at our fave cafe? Hey. Yeah, let's do that instead of just laying here. Seo Hyun, Jimin's funeral. Hi, I'm Jimin's sister. I found your envelope while I was tidying up her room, and I figured you'd want to know we were going to have a funeral for her soon. I think it would mean a lot if you came. She talked about you often. Seo Hyun. Virtue Tech, new update. This is a friendly reminder to deposit last month's subscription fee for the following product, Second Chance VR World. Please get in contact with our loans department if you require financial assistance. Best regards, Virtue Tech representative. No, it hurts. It really hurts. But why? Why am I know I shouldn't. I know this will probably cause me even more pain. But one more time. Just one more time. That's all I need. Enter VR. Let's do it. The familiar scent of an ocean breeze hits my nose first. The warm rays of sunshine envelops my body soon after. In my mind, I know it's nothing but lines of code manufactured to simulate some idyllic beach. But I don't care. This place, for me, is not that simple. It's where I was able to see you, talk with you. Where neither time zones nor borders stood in the way of our friendship. This wasn't just where we built some virtual house together. No, this was our home. And now I'm not sure what to call it. I'm not entirely sure what this place even means to me anymore. Yet, I always find myself back here, staring at what used to be. Staring at...
Yeah?
What the heck? Hello, cat girl. Ah! My surprise quickly makes way for irritation.
Welcome home, Master!
Oh, this thing again. Some kind of tutorial bot that Virtue Tech added in recently. At least that's the only explanation I have anyway. I haven't exactly been looking at the patch notes, and I can't say that I remember the program updating. Even so, I distinctly remember that this bot appeared about a month ago. How could I forget? After all, it was the first time I logged in after that.
Is Meowster ignoring me?
I'm trying to, at least. Wait, Meowster? Ugh, I just gave it the attention at once, didn't I? Scowling, I walk away in the opposite direction.
Meowster, please wait for me!
Please. This bot keeps getting worse and worse. What do you want?
To spend time with you, Meowster!
Why?
So Master won't be lonely.
Look, I don't need your company. I came here to be alone with my thoughts. The last thing I need is... Wait, why am I treating this bot like an actual person? I'm talking to lines of code that don't even have intent or reason. Only an algorithm given human form Virtue Tech thought was amusing enough to include in their software. Well, that's a bit of a stretch. I don't know anyone who would behave so childishly or say words like meowster and please. Except for when you were feeling particularly mischievous. Just, don't you have any other tasks to do, some newbie to bother?
Newbie?
How do they manage to create a bot that doesn't know what newbie means? I really am wasting my time speaking with this thing, huh? At this stage, I'm resigned to the fact that it'll follow me around, but not having to see that bright neon face for a few moments works wonders. I idly kick aside some sand. Sand and... was that a seashell?
Yeah! You dropped something!
What? Before I can even turn around, something is shoved towards me. The heck is that? A round, bright red button with a trash can icon right in the middle. Huh. I haven't seen this in a while.
Meowster should take it!
I grab it, I'm not sure why. Well, I suppose some pretty strong memories are attached to it. Thanks. I realized my mistake too late.
Master thanked me? Wow.
Don't think about it too hard, yeah? Of course, not that I could think to begin with. Glad for the momentary distraction, I looked down at the button in my palm. Hey, since you're so happy with me and everything, could you do me a favor? Why am I even asking it so nicely?
What does Master want Cheshire to do?
Cheshire, huh? Could you leave me alone for about 30 minutes?
Master was mean to me earlier, so only if you say pretty please.
Oh no. Pretty please. Pretty please.
Okay.
That's what it takes to get it to leave? Does Virtue take want to humiliate their user base or something? Well, at least the bot's gone. Might as well make the most of this piece. Nope, still here. It's not like I was expecting anything different. If I really wanted to install this VR world, I'd have to have done it from outside, and I would have done it already. Specifically, I'd have done it 2 years ago when I crafted this button during the Create Your First Item tutorial. So why am I finally pushing it? Click. Still nothing. I crafted this button partly because it was amusing, partly in protest of this world. It's a pale imitation of the real thing after all. Yes, I was also aware of the irony of creating VR content in VR to protest VR. In all fairness, I was planning to log out right after and let the free trial expire on its own. Too bad my plan was foiled by you, right, G-Man? You and your judgy eagle eyes. Somehow, even from the other end of the beach, you managed to spot all the mistakes in my creation. I didn't even have time to defend my artistic vision before you ran over and snatched it right out of my hands, fixing it in the process. You even carved a pretty version of the trash can icon, replacing my stick figure. Only after all that, you did ask me, why did you make this? I remember laughing for a whole minute at that. It was like a scene out of a movie. We were strangers, gee. Yet you ran over and fixed my art like we're friends. And then I pushed the button again. Yeah. Still nothing.
Maybe the buttons is broken, yeah.
Oh, God. Why is this thing back?
Yeah. Maybe Master's the one who's broken.
Stop. Don't respond to it. It's just a computer program.
Meowster? Has your code crashed?
Weren't you supposed to be gone for 30 minutes?
But Master is having trouble, so Cheshire came to help, meow?
Freaking cat girls. I try to ignore it.
Meowby, Master needs to connect the button to a function. Master can make it do all sorts of useful things, yeah?
Can it delete you?
Oh! Cheshire has a great idea. It can summon me.
Huh. Oh, hell no, anything but that.
Is Master trying to delete the button? Want some help?
I cradle the button again against my chest instinctively, as if the bot will snatch it out of my hands. No. The program stares at me confused. Its algorithms are clearly having trouble parsing my behavior. I'm having trouble parsing my behavior. Why am I still so protective of this? Is it because it's the first thing we made together? Because it's the thing that started our friendship? You were aghast when I finally explained what my uninstall button was for, as if you had never met anyone so cynical in your life. So I returned day after day, creating more cynical items just for you. In return, you'd create the silliest things. We'd critique each other's creations for hours. Over time, our perspectives on life changed. For years, we kept up with that tradition until... Yeah, let's get out of here. The world keeps turning.
It's your boss. How have you been lately? Yeah, we haven't seen you at the shop for a while. Don't worry, we managed to cover your shifts just fine. But it would be nice to know when you'll be coming back. Give me a call when you can. Alright? See you soon.
Yeah, probably not. Let me check my emails. Group, friends. Hey, want to meet up sometime? It's been ages. How's sometime this weekend sound? We really need to catch up, fam. Hope to see you soon. Did you ever get my voicemail I sent a while back? If you're able, please let us know that you're alive at least. Also, it'd be helpful to know when you're planning to return. Take care. Dear friend, are you feeling a little blue? You don't have to feel this way. I don't want that. Oh yeah, I've got all this already. How long has it been since I've been to work? I don't know. Honestly, I lost track. I wonder if I should go back. It's not exactly anything special after all. It's just some shitty retail job that didn't care about credentials or work experience. I spent half my time standing behind the cash register and the rest of it stocking shelves. I'm honestly surprised that I haven't been replaced by a robot yet. I stare up at the fan. When did I turn that off? It's probably for the best. I don't want to know how high my electricity bill is. Ugh. Sure, my job's tedious, but I need to get money somehow. And I know that if I don't go back soon, I won't have one anymore. I know I should care, but you're gone. But the world, it keeps turning. I can't even muster up the energy to get angry at everyone for carrying on with their lives. At the same time, my eyes have stayed dry. To think I can't even shed a tear for you. What kind of a friend am I? Even the sky is crying more than me. You liked the rain. You always found it relaxing. You like the way it sounds and the way it feels on your skin. And the way it washes everything away. But what if I don't want that? It's just another way everyone else is moving on. Ugh, I'm done with rain. I don't want to be here anymore. Not when the world is so determined to forget her. No, I'm going back home. This is more like it. Here it never rains. Here the time of day never changes. The sun just hangs above the horizon. Never setting, never rising. Time doesn't flow the same way it does in real life. Nothing changes unless we want it to. Which is why everything has stayed the same here. Well, except for when I accidentally rediscovered the uninstall button, but how was I to know it was under the sand? At least that was one of my possessions. I've been able to make sure that all of your stuff remains untouched at least. And really, that's all that matters. Keeping your memory preserved.
Master, you're back!
Oh. Though I guess this place is already tainted by this sorry excuse for a tutorial bot. Thanks for patching the game, Virtue Tech. Not.
Cheshire has a question for you.
Question. What is it?
Every time you come in here, you stand and stare for a bit before logging off again. Why do you do that?
None of your business.
But Cheshire is curious.
Well, you know what they say. Curiosity never mind.
What are they saying, Youngster?
Forget it.
Okays.
Could you leave me alone while we're at it?
Okays. But Cheshire will be back.
Finally. I can hear myself think again. But all I can think about is what Bot said. Why do I log in only to stand and stare? I know it's not as simple as that, but besides, I'm not sure stare is the right word here. This place is beautiful. I've always liked the way the sky looks. But now, that's just a pretty backdrop for my thoughts. And your mementos. Your table half submerged in the sand with all of your music. Your hammock hanging between two palm trees with your cat plushie. Your picnic blanket resting on the ground with a plate and mug still on it. I know they're there, but actually staring at them, that's not what I do. But now I can't seem to look away. We shared some good times, huh? Let's look at your little plushie here. Apologies. I made this for you. Ever since you turned my uninstall button into what it is now, I feel like I need to repay you somehow. I wasn't sure what to give you for the longest time. When you're able to create basically anything you want, the possibilities are endless. After a while, I kind of forgot about it. It became one of those things I remembered from time to time, but neglected to actually follow through with. And then I hurt you. It was about 4 months into our friendship. By then, I thought I had you all figured out. How painfully ignorant of me. I'm not sure how you put up with me back then. After all, I teased you for your love for cute things so frequently. I thought I was being playful. But I underestimated how easy it is to fake a smile in virtual reality. How the little things can stack up until they're unbearable. And then, well, I crossed a line. I didn't log into VR for a week. I knew I could hide it forever, but I also knew I had to do a bit of introspection. Because, well, I messed up. The G-Man I thought I knew was just a pile of assumptions I made based on certain stereotypes. I wanted to be better than that. For the first time, I was glad of how different our time zones were. Maybe I could make this without you finding out about it. I spent hours just trying to get the proportions right. But it was all worth it. I chose to make this plushie because I remembered how you said you wanted a cat. Unfortunately, your allergy meant that was impossible. This was the only way I could help make your dream come true. I just wish I'd been able to make it as a gift, rather than as an apology. You know, I learned a very important lesson in that first fight of ours. It was naive of me to expect us to always get along without a hitch. And sometimes things need to get worse, in order to get better. I wish that were the case now.
Ooh, what's this?
Here we go again. It's like
Niña.
Don't be silly, it's a plushie, not a bot like you.
But it's got a tail. And we have the same mouth.
God, why did this Todoro bot have to be a cat girl of all things? You're both cat-like, but that's where the similarities end.
Meowster so mean.
Yeah.
But maybe Master secretly cares about me.
What gives you that impression?
The plushie, of course. If you have something like that, you must like cats. And I'm a cat.
That's not how it works. This isn't mine. It's, forget about it.
Master, I wants to know.
Master. You know, that kind of reminds me of the time you asked me if I've ever been to a cat cafe. I just looked at you with a horrified expression and told you I'd never go to somewhere like that. Turns out I had gotten to cat cafes and maid cafes all mixed up. You teased me about it for ages. Going to cat cafe was on your bucket list. Naturally, I was surprised to hear that. Aren't you allergic to cats? I remember asking. You laughed and said that a cat cafe would be worth it. But nothing is worth your life. Now, let's get out of this.
Hey kiddo, it's your parents.
How are you feeling? Have you been eating well?
You should pick up the phone sometimes. Your mum is worried about you.
Honey, you promised not to lecture.
Sorry.
We're thinking about you, sweetie. Make sure you hydrate yourself properly, okay?
Call us any time, kiddo. You don't have to bottle it up. It's terrible what happened to your internet friend.
We love you, sweetie. Take care of yourself. You hear me?
We'll be here when you're ready. Give us a call, okay?
Group. Work. We're short-staffed and we really could use some help. Please come in soon. Work's been super rough without you. We need an extra set of hands around here. Are you doing okay? No. Dear valued customer, we have a deal just for you. For a limited time, buy Bitcoin for just $100 a coin. No thanks. Friends. We didn't hear back from you, so we're checking in again. We would really appreciate if you hung out with us sometime soon. We're always around, even if work schedules can be asked to work around. Just let us know. That's okay. How long has it been since I moved from this bed? My body feels heavy, like I'm being pulled down by an anchor. I don't need to go anywhere. The scenery here isn't too bad. The predictability and periodic nature of the dull fan is comforting. You'd hate this scenery, G. You'd search every crook and cranny of that fan to uncover some spontaneity and color. And you'd find it. Just like you had for the people around you. Even me. My stomach's been growling for a while now. I roll to the side in an attempt to quell my hunger. Fine. You win. I head over to my fridge and pull it open. The glow from the fridge illuminating my dark kitchen. Nothing left but a slice of 2-day-old pizza. Without bothering to heat it up, I start chewing on the cold, damp crust while walking to the window. It doesn't taste of anything, the pizza. If it isn't so easy to get them delivered, I wouldn't have had any in my fridge. I've never liked pizza, even when I was a kid. It's one of the many ways I was different from everyone else growing up. I wasn't the sort of kid who would get excited over a new cartoon or video game. I was the type who'd read novels at home in the lounge with my parents, or who would help my parents bake pastries and build a doghouse. I liked doing things my parents enjoyed. Maybe that was why I was so bad at making friends. I had trouble connecting with people my age. No, that changed after I met you, G. Your ability to connect with everyone and everything rubbed off on me. Even your curiosity was infectious. My coworkers was surprised when I asked them about their weekend. Now I have a smaller circle of friends. People I actually like. You're still my best friend, though, despite having never actually met you. I hate this. I hate feeling like this. Shutting my eyes, I try to sleep, but all I can do is think about what the newscaster said a few hours ago. They said that they were giving up on the search, that they've done everything they could, that we may never find... No. I can't do this, not today. Okay, let's go back into VR. Forget. In the years I spent here, I never once wondered. Why a beach? You've never said anything about the sea, not even in passing. Yet for our VR treehouse, you've chosen this idyllic beach as the backdrop. You've even made it sound real with the rolling waves and the breeze weaving through the trees. Do you like the sea? I wish I asked you that.
No, sir! I missed you!
It leaps out from behind the dresser, pawing at my chest. Why are you even here? You ruin the atmosphere. Where's the off button on this damn thing? Why can't I delete it?
Please, don't ignore Mew.
Mew? That doesn't even work. I shove it off, feeling only a little sorry. Before it has a chance to go back in, I hold a hand out. Don't touch me.
But, Meowster!
No. Cheshire takes a step back, acting as if it were wounded by my words. Please stop pretending to care.
But I do.
It takes a nervous step forward, eyes widening into that puppy dog look. I'm sorry, but this isn't a shitty movie. I'm not going to cave no matter how cute you are. I move past Cheshire, trying my best to forget its presence. Forgetting you would be the obvious choice, wouldn't it? Just forget it all happened. If only she were more forgettable. Damn you. Forcing those thoughts away, I look at the items in front of me and all the memories that they share. Now let's look at this little cassette thing here. Our song. I slide the cassette into the player and push it closed with a satisfying click. However, I hesitate over the play button. What's the point of listening to this? We never got around to finishing this. Now, we never will. I push the play button anyway. You composed this song after your sister moved away from home and you missed her. We must have known each other for a month when you came out to me as a singer-songwriter to be. I asked who your inspiration was, and you gave me basically a thesis on IU, your favorite South Korean singer-songwriter, sorry. I think I spent that entire night just listening to you gush about her talent and inspiring origin story. And then the next night you made me listen to all of her songs and watch some of her shows, because of course she was an actress as well. I enjoyed them more than I let on. You had a beautiful singing voice, too. Yet you kept practicing in between job shifts and college classes. Given how hard you worked, it was so short it was only a matter of time before I'd hear you singing on the radio. But life has its own ideas. This song was supposed to be ours. You might have composed it because your sister moved away, but it was about how you felt at that time. That it didn't matter that your best friends are worlds apart. You were wrong. It does matter. I need you here.
Nya, 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 nya.
What are you doing?
Cheshire was singing.
No, you really weren't.
Why don't Meowster joins me? Nya, nya, nya.
Shut up. The song's not yours to sing.
Then whose is it?
It was supposed to be Ji-Min's in my duet. I didn't want to do it, but she insisted, and she made me promise that I'd practice it so we can record it together. I still don't know what possessed me to agree to that ridiculous promise. But I did. And now I can never fulfill that promise.
Hey, it's been a while since I've seen you in the cafe. I just thought I'd check in. I know things are rough right now. Lord, that is the understatement of the century, isn't it? When my brother died... Well, they say it gets better, but it doesn't. You just kind of learn to deal with it, I guess. Well, we're here for you. You're more than just a regular. You're family. If you need anything, just give me a call, a text, whatever floats your boat. Drinks are on me for however long you need, okay?
Emails. Have you been reading your emails? We're thinking of hopping on over to visit you. You okay with that? We'll bring some food as payment. For real, we want to hear from you soon. We haven't returned any calls or texts or emails, and we're beyond worried. Would you be okay if we were to come over soon? That's all we ask. Family. Is everything okay, hon? Mom and Dad are worried about you. I know that things have been rough right now, but we still want to hear from you from time to time, okay? We miss you, and we just want to hear your voice. We love you, Mom and Dad. I can almost feel it, you know? The bitter aroma of coffee, The clinking of mugs, the gentle murmur of polite guests, the soothing lights warming up the place. All of it. You'd always sit next to me and just chat. About everything and nothing, really. I remember feeling so bad for my awkwardness, since I didn't really know what to say when you first sat down. I wasn't expecting a business owner to care. I came to learn that you treat it all as a hobby for fun, as a community rather than a business. The culture of it all, that's how you succeeded. It was a place to belong, not a place to buy merchandise. It's a place that cares. Drinks on you. I know how rough that'd be. Your business isn't exactly bustling, and most of our customers are regulars. Us regulars. Yeah, right. I used to go there every day, work on some ideas, enjoy the quiet comfort, and talk to G on my laptop. God, I wish you could have seen it. You would have loved her. She would have loved you. She was that type of person. She was. She really was. We would have sat in the booth from sunup to sundown, chatting and chatting, like I said, about anything at all. It would have been wonderful to get out of that damned VR world. Honestly, I used to dream of the day we'd meet in person and enjoy something real for once. That place, the experience I made, I don't think I've ever really appreciated them. I was a bit cynical, paying too much heed to what's real and what's not. But I loved it all the same. Now I can't even tell what day of the week it is. Everything's the same shade of gray, the days growing into an amorphous blob of incongruity. Is it 5 a.m. or 5 p.m., dawn or dusk, day or night? I can't tell. But free drinks do sound nice. No one else made my drink quite like you did. I wish I could go, but I can't. Not even with that well-meaning bribe. Why are you so willing to sacrifice that for me? For us? Why are you so kind? I'd only be a burden. I'd hurt you and everyone else. As much as I used to love going to your cafe, I'm not really worth that. I'm sorry that I haven't been around, I really am. And I'm sorry that I won't be telling you how much I care right now. Maybe I'll make the trip later. I guess I'll get around to it eventually, if nothing else. I'm taking it back to my room, suddenly feeling very cold and very alone in the darkness. A sliver of a moonlight shines through a slit in the curtains onto my desk. Or is that sunlight? On a second thought, I don't care. The headset gently glows in the dim light, pulsing in and out, illuminating all of my VR equipment. Why do all the good people have to die? The universe is cold and uncaring, unfair and cruel, but I know that's not true. The universe is unbiased. It doesn't have any opinion one way or another. It doesn't pretend that it has goals. It just exists. Nothing more and nothing less. Empty. Hollow. A set of rules and logic and laws, just like Cheshire. Shitty things happen to good people. And all good people die eventually. Let's go in. The gift. Here we are again. The waves slapping against the shore to calm me as they always... Stop right there.
Yeah? Master found out!
I'm so used to it now that I'm starting to predict when this thing's about to jump scare me. Can't you just, I don't know, walk up to your players like a normal person? I know, I realize how stupid I sound as I said it. The thing's not a person, it's a cat. A bot, I mean, it's a bot. Damn it. It's really fucking with my head.
But I likes giving Master gifts.
Gifts? What gifts?
My happy surprises! Yeah, Master loves surprises, right?
Happy surprises? Wait, by surprises, did it mean the jump scares?
The gift is me surprising Master. Does Master likes it?
So you've been doing it on purpose? Ugh, what am I doing shouting at a... Look, just stop, okay? I don't want any gifts. Turn off the gift mode. What? It doesn't say anything and it just sniffs. Is it crying?
Master fell for it.
What's wrong with you, Virtue Tech? Why is your tutorial bot emotionally blackmailing your players? Screw this. I turn around and rest my eyes on the scenery. Soon I'm filled with a sense of calm. My gaze slowly shifts to one of the things we've made. Do you remember this, G? As I reach out for it, I hear a sniff behind me.
Master, I don't understand. Why do you keep ignoring me like...
Nice try, but I'm not falling for that again.
Yeah.
Someone at Virtue Tech has way too much time on their hands.
Does Master want to be left alone this time too?
Instead of answering, I pointed a seagull on the other end of the beach. Cats like playing with birds, right?
Detective CH35H1R3 is on the case.
Whatever, I'm gonna go look at this. You were so strong. Grabbing the mug, I'm brought back to the first night we gathered around the fire. I remember thinking, isn't this dumb? It's a virtual fire, it's fake. I used to say, isn't fire hard on the system resources? It was so lifelike, it must have taken ages to design, right? I remember when we first video called. You sat next to your real fireplace drinking from this very real mug. Homemade cocoa, your own special blend. You talked about how you'd eventually make it for me. You will absolutely love this recipe. I didn't know the foofy fancy drinks you have at the cafe. This is right down your alley. I had a mug of my own as well, of course. The first one wasn't anything special, but once you bought me a matching pair, it felt like our connection was so much more real. I felt justified. It didn't matter if you were a friend over the internet. You were still a friend. It doesn't matter what anyone said. You were my best friend.
Master, what's that?
My grip tightens on the mug and I let out a breathy sigh. It's a memento.
Meowster, you should get your eyes checked. It's a mugs, not a mementos. Silly Meowster. Ooh, there's writing. What's it say?
Cheshire leans into me, looking at the words on the mug.
Ooh, Cheshire loves this. Oh, Can I haves? Can I haves?
No, this isn't yours, and it won't ever be yours. Go away, please.
Okay.
I'm so mean to her. With a hurt look on its face, it sinks away, leaving me alone. Putting my hand on my chest, I feel my heartbeat, willing it to slow. I'm agitated. Mom would say that I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I think she understands, though. She would have, too. Collapsing to the ground, I hug the mug close to my chest. Was I ever that mean to you, G? Did I treat you right? Was I a good influence on you, like you were for me? I should have been better. I could have been better. I know this. All of those late night chats. I would watch the sunrise, still talking to you, joking about how I'd be dead tired at work. It was worth it for you. You helped me so much more than I ever helped you. And that was unfair of me. Relationships should always be equal, right? You were my friend, and yet you always made the effort. To the very end. It was that way from the beginning, wasn't it? You were the one who approached me and helped me out. You were the one that showed me how great of a world this could be. How things don't have to be real to be real. You taught me that I don't have to make excuses for what I love, and that it doesn't matter what anyone else says. You taught me to ignore those who wish to tear me down. You taught me positivity, optimism, happiness. What did I teach you? I guess I did teach you some things. I taught you why I held those feelings. I helped ground you while you helped lift me up. I talked about how things were different over here. And I taught you how real the world had grown me into who I was. Was I doing the right thing? Cynicism and idealism gave way to optimistic nihilism. Was I right to do that? Or was I destroying one of the last truly innocent, truly good things in the world? It doesn't matter anymore. I just wish I could have told you the truth. There were so many opportunities to tell you how good of a friend you were. And I never thanked you for helping me back then, did I? The kind of words you gave me, I will never forget them. Ever. You were always there for me, and I should have appreciated that more. I should have told you how much you meant, how much you mean to me. I'll never be able to do that now. All I have are a life full of regrets and this damned mug. I wonder where yours is. Did they pack it all away after you died? Is it sitting unused on some dusty shelf? Maybe your parents are keeping it safe. Maybe they're using it. I can't tell if I hate the thought of that or not. Should things be repurposed, or should we freeze these memories in time? Is it better if it lives through someone else? Or should it have died with you? What? What happened? A blackout. Haven't had that in a while. At least the power's back on, or are we on a generator right now? I don't actually know if we even have one, not that it matters. I'm trying to go back into the VR world, but the button's grayed out. It says initializing on the display. Of course, it just had a hard reset from the blackout, so the headset needs time to boot back up. Damn it. Joke's on me, huh? Guess I should listen to this voicemail after all.
Hey, where do I start?
Look, I don't want to call you out or anything, but you kind of missed our last 4 hangouts.
I don't want to call you out, but I'm calling you out.
So, your friends want to see your stupid face?
I'm sure you'll forgive us for tomorrow, because you're a good person.
Also, you owe us one.
Did you say we're coming over yet?
I was getting to that.
Just the 4 of us, don't worry. Take care.
Hi. We're going to have the funeral 2 weeks from now. Please respond if you want to come. We never knew you, but she cared a lot about you. We'd love to get to meet you, and thank you for being there for her. Seo-hyun. Absence from work. Hey, I don't like to be the one to say this, but we can't keep you on for much longer. We need you to come in soon. Again, I'm sorry, you've always been a hard worker, but we can't just sit and wait forever. Please email me back. So it's come to this, huh? My friends are no longer giving me a choice. If I knew this was going to happen, I'd have replied to their emails. Maybe. Was it a mistake to tell them about Jimin? They never understood my friendship with her. And ever since I told them what happened, they've been treating me as if I've lost a lover. G's my best friend, I said. I've said it countless times. They mean well, and to their credit, I think they do try. They just never had a close online friend themselves, so they can't relate. And when they come tomorrow, I'll have to say it again. No. This time, I'll have to say, she was my best friend. Shaking my head, I look at the display. The VR has finished initializing. I start to head back, but trips and fall. I rub my elbow, trying to soothe the part of it that had an unfortunate meeting with the ground. What did I trip over? A pizza box? I look around my apartment and, for the first time, notice the state it's in. It's a filthy mess. My friends aren't going to react well to this, are they? I don't even have any food or drinks to offer them. The leftover pizza and coffee set just ran out days ago. And the light bulb at the front door still needs changing. Yeah, my friends will definitely throw a fit. Maybe I should clean up a bit first. I can do it tomorrow. Just one more time. Well, here I am again. With one final item, I need to find a quiet place as quickly as possible. I don't want that thing to talk to me again. Holy shit, please make it stop talking. Who would have thought it would be okay to patch in a shitty cat girl? Jesus. Regardless, I know what I'm going to see next. It's It's the most important item here. There aren't a lot of memories tied to it. No. Just one. Finding it where I last left it,
Oh, there's you are! Cheshire's been waiting for yous.
Dear God, no, please, please! I just want some goddamn peace and quiet.
But quiet's is lonely.
Make it stop. I get it. I get on my hands and knees, begging to whatever God may be out there. Please, I can't take any more of this. Fucking end me, do anything.
No, no! Cheshire doesn't want that!
I don't care.
Mama wouldn't want that either.
Mama?
Yes! Mama would miss yous.
Who's this mom of yours?
Gee, silly.
My heart stops. G?
Yepers.
I don't understand. Is this a sick joke? Why?
Why?
She's your creator?
Yepers.
Why? Why did she create you? Why would she create something like this?
She said that you'd enjoy my company, yeah?
Like hell I would. Oh. It actually is a sick joke. God damn it, G, even in death you troll me. I guess that is something she'd do. Design your pathing to follow us around just to fuck with me. That explains why she'd enjoy you and why I definitely wouldn't. She made you that way on purpose. It'd be a really funny joke if she were here. A really convoluted, stupid joke with very little payoff. The type of joke she loved to play. I'd get angry, she'd laugh and laugh. I'd tell her she owes me for putting her through this. She'd buy me a drink at the cafe. Eventually, it'd be something funny to reminisce about. Now it's just sick. Now it's just cruel. So you're what's left. You're the last item she created, aren't you? Of course you would be. Of fucking course. You're what's left of her. You're all that's left of her. I'm sorry.
Sorries, Cheshire doesn't know how to respond to that.
I'm saying that I'm sorry for the way I've treated you.
Sorries, Cheshire doesn't know how to respond to that.
Cheshire doesn't have a programmed response to that. She never expected me to say sorry to it, did she? It takes something truly incredible to get me to say sorry to this monstrosity. Something tragic. She didn't expect to die. No one did. I pull the item out from my inventory, where it's been since that day. The plane ticket. Your plane ticket. I step back, collapsing against my bed behind me, the VR headset angrily alerting me that I'm out of bounds. My tears pool on the headset and I'm forced to run my fingers underneath the padding, letting them run. I desperately try to cover my cold skin, forcing my head between my legs. The pain in my chest won't go away. It never goes away. My breathing catches in my throat. The weight of the world crashes around me, and I'm forced to deal with the futility of it all. Everything's just an echo of what you left behind. None of it's real anymore. Nothing is real without you. God, I remember the trip to the airport. My heart was beating so quickly. I would finally see you in person. We'd get to do everything we always used to talk about. The drive was so long. I was speeding there just to see you. Of course, I was there well ahead of time, but I'd never tell you that. I'm boarding my final flight. I'm so excited to see you. You better be there to pick me up. We're taking off. I have to turn off my phone. See you soon. I waited at the gate for hours. Your flight was delayed. I figured that was normal. Of course the flight was delayed. Probably some weather issues in the Pacific, right? But minutes turned to hours and your plane never landed. And they never found your body. I stayed there at the gate for days, hoping it was some cruel joke. Planes are supposed to be safe, right? I was more likely to die in the car ride over, statistically speaking. A plane lost in the Pacific, never to be found. I still have nightmares about it. How it must have felt, knowing you were going to die, buried in a metal casket deep in the cold, dark ocean. I should have died. It should have been me on that plane. It should have been me. You always made all the effort, and that wasn't fair. It never should have been you. If I would have just made the commitment, if I would have just been on the flyover, we'd both be alive. We'd both be enjoying ourselves in a cafe in Seoul. You'd have met me at the gate, and we'd enjoy a short drive home. Even with a little jet lag, I'd be itching to do something with you. We'd, I don't know, go to a restaurant, maybe eat some sushi. Just sit and enjoy our time together. You'd ask me how my day went, and I'd give you the answer I always did. Looking up to you, I'd see that same wide, genuine smile you always gave me. Too good for this world. You were always too good for this world. From there, we'd go downtown to get some shopping in. I'd buy some touristy shit, and then you'd show me what I should and shouldn't buy. We would enjoy the nightlife together, the busyness of the city, and go home. We'd sit on your couch, huddled under a blanket, watching shows all night long. Shit, our sleeping schedules would be all sorts of fucked. But it wouldn't have mattered. I took off work, we can stay up as long as we want. We would fall asleep, your head on my shoulder. The TV idle playing quietly through the morning. You'd wake up first, as always. Brew some coffee, make me some of your fantastic cocoa, and we'd enjoy breakfast together. Maybe you'd ask me what I thought of your home so far, and I'd tell you how truthfully awesome it all is. And we'd talk about the first day we met, and how we never could have imagined that this day would come. The day that we'd see each other in person. That's how strong our bond was. That's how strong our friendship was. But none of that will ever happen. You're dead. And I miss you. I've been through all of this before. Over and over and over, I think the same stupid things. My mind's a skipping record, refusing to move forward. I'm just ruminating. I'm just hurting myself. It's not like I'm reaching any new conclusions, visiting the world we made. Nothing new is happening when I think of you. The world stands still. No, that's not right. I'm the one sitting still with the world speeding past me. I'm being left behind. It's been a month since you died, and I don't feel any better. I'm supposed to move on eventually, right? I'm supposed to get used to it, expect some sort of numbness to the pain, but not this kind. I'm not numb. I'm empty. I just want to forget. Dear God, do I want to forget. But how can I? Maybe it's the VR world holding me back, or maybe it's her voice. Someone, please tell me. How do I let go? Let me just delete the voicemail. That was really abrupt. What the heck, man? That... Man, it makes me think this was real, man. Like, somebody actually made this, and if you did, man, you know, if you're the one that created this, I feel for you. That's terrible, man. That's really, really sad. I mean, I didn't get a conclusion out of it. It's like, you should have went to that funeral. I hope your friends came and saw you, and I hope you get over it. You know, if this is based around something real, or if this is something you're going through, I mean, it gets better. And I hope for your sake that you work through your issues. And yeah, folks, this was for you. This was for you on Steam. Very, very sad game. I thought maybe there'd be some hopeful outlook at the end, but there wasn't, so I don't know. I hope if the creator of this is, I don't know. I hope you feel better, man, and I hope things work out. I'll see you guys in the next one.